TeenMaptivists, an initiative of the American Geographical Society, is a national network of high school student-led chapters. We come together to leverage open-source geospatial technologies through extracurricular meetings to equip students with the technical and leadership tools needed to address community and global challenges. By instilling in students the confidence and agency needed to leave a footprint on their communities, we are building the next generation of geographers. With nearly 150 students in 5 chapters, 68% of whom are girls, we offer meetings each month with built-in flexibility that adapt to teachers' needs.
TeenMaptivists is organized around monthly thematic modules that introduce students to core themes for humanitarian mapping. Each month, we have an organized and a local mapathon. The organized mapathon contains a pre-selected mapping task, a guest speaker interview, and additional resources on the website that we will show you shortly. The local mapathon is a student-organized mapathon where the elected student officers work with the chapter advisor to carry out a mapping task that relates to that month's mapping theme. While there is flexibility in activity choice, all local mapathon projects engage with the local community in some way or another. The core feature of all our operations and programming is the TeenMaptivists website. We designed this platform specifically with the teachers and student officers in mind, ensuring that all resources and components are easily accessible and digestible for use on their own. Our monthly module pages are one continuous page, designed so that you don't have to leave it for the duration of the mapathon. Each mapathon starts with a short video put together by TeenMaptivist students who introduced that month's theme to their peers. In April, we had 2 students from Mashpee High School explain food security and how the data generated from this month's project is working to inform food security policies in Fresno, California. We then have a short, engaging guest speaker video from a professional in the field. In April, we were joined by Dr. Catherine Nakalembe, who is an assistant professor at the University of Maryland and an agricultural and food security leader at NASA. Then, our Train Your Mapper section remains the same each month, as these chapters are always attracting new mappers each and every month. The heart of each month is the actual mapping project. As we mentioned before, for April, students are mapping in Fresno, California, where despite being the nation's largest agricultural producer, nearly 1 in 10 residents are food insecure. In order to scale up around the country, we knew that TeenMaptivists needed to have a digital platform that is self-contained, clear, simple, and that is what we have made for them. While the teachers and students alike have raved about how intuitive the website is, we recognize that this is a living thing, and we are always improving it so that it truly can be the heart of TeenMaptivists. A popular part of the site is the blog page, as that is truly where the students' voices can be heard and a place where students between chapters are able to connect and learn from one another. This is an after-school activity, so our focus is on fun and community service hours. By highlighting the role of digital global citizenship and grounding activities and collaborations focused on students' local communities, students are able to connect with the wider world while deepening their roots in their own neighborhoods. This allows them to see how they can be included in the mapping process, which ultimately reveals their voices on the map. Our largest inter-chapter event of the semester was our National Mapathon, where all 5 of our chapters mapped together on a 4-hour Zoom call. Students collaborated in real time, saw their edits represented on the map as they contributed to the world around them, and heard from geo community leaders about the why of mapping. Students ultimately created over 1,000 buildings in our project area. While TeenMaptivists is designed to be a fun after-school club, it also has served the dual purpose of introducing students to the diversity and breadth of GeoSTEM careers. Our goal with TeenMaptivists is to build the next generation of geographers, and GIS is a core component of that. And we know that the more we can connect GeoSTEM to these students' daily lives, the more they will be engaged and interested in learning and doing more. TeenMaptivists is situated at a really unique and opportune location in that we are meeting students who are as young as 13, and we are introducing them to a world that they might not even be aware of. When they get to college, we want them to know that no matter what major they choose, it connects to the skills they are learning here today in TeenMaptivists. Women are incredibly underrepresented in the GeoSTEM fields, and a core part of our mission is equipping students with the technical and leadership skills needed to be a successful, confident, well-rounded GeoSTEM individual. The girls who are a part of this program, no matter their background, background or expertise are having opportunities for hands-on learning and connecting with professionals. Students are learning how to interpret satellite imagery, how to do field mapping, mobile mapping, the importance of quality and accuracy in your edits, how to create projects that address local community needs, how to leverage machine-based learning, and they're learning more leadership-oriented skills, such as organizing and implementing your own events, public speaking, how to respectfully engage in peer-to-peer learning, improving their writing, and more. And our focus on empowering and activating young girls is extremely important when taking into consideration the demographic breakdown of OSM contributors. It's estimated that even with over 1 million contributors, the number of women who contribute to OSM is only about 2 to 5%. And this is a microcosm of many STEM and especially the GeoSTEM fields. It is predominantly white and male, and that is not representative of the majority of the United States, let alone TeenMaptivists. This needs to change, and we are changing it. And what's key here is that of our nearly 150 students, nearly 3/4 of TeenMaptivists are girls, which means girls are directly benefiting and growing from this program. And it's an added bonus that 90% of the elected student officers across our chapters are girls as well. And this program is working well for these students. We have teachers reporting parents are coming to them saying how much they enjoy seeing their kids participate in it, and that there was steep competition for chapter leadership positions. So all of this to say, it's working. We are getting high school girls and really all the students excited about mapping, GIS, geography, activism. So excited that they are even mapping at home and asking for more. Something we have continuously returned to is centering women's empowerment, leadership, and mentorship. Mentorship is a universally important thing because when people are mentored, they tend to do better. People tend to pick others they're comfortable with as mentors, and research shows that gender plays a big role in this, which is a big problem since we don't have enough women in GeoSTEM fields. Women's diverse leadership and representation is essential to encouraging young women to see themselves within this field. Our women leaders in TeenMaptivists are mentors, and we consistently hear from the students how much they adore their teachers. It's not only women's leadership, but also leadership of teachers of diverse backgrounds, such as Black and Latino leadership among our own chapter advisor cohort, which is also encouraging young women and also underrepresented communities in the geographic field to get their voices and perspectives on the map. Our efforts are purposeful. Our commitment to diversity and inclusion is intentional and guides our entire initiative.
The future is bright for TeenMaptivists. In year 1, we see TeenMaptivists growing into a network of 12 to 15 chapters, accompanied by the expansion of our monthly Mapathon resources to a full academic year. We are working closely with OpenStreetMap US to develop the first iteration of the OSM Sandbox, a platform that will help onboard new members and ensure they are making high-quality edits. In a similar vein, we will pilot the first iteration of a validation hub, and we will continue to focus on chapter advisors and officer resource development. In year 2, we will expand to 20 to 25 chapters, continue the OSM Sandbox and infrastructure improvement, transition to a more self-sustaining model in preparation for the coming years, turn to the implementation of the Validation Hub, and begin extensive dissemination to APHG teachers, leveraging AGS's platform. Additionally, we will begin to cultivate corporate partnerships. Year 3 will mark our major rollout at the national level, reaching 50 or more chapters. We will continue expanding our infrastructure and fine-tuning pre-existing materials. We will reach Phase 3 of our OSM build and continue our extensive dissemination to APHG teachers, leveraging AGS platforms. We will continue to foster corporate partnerships to ensure long-term sustainability of the program. Join us, and let's get mapping.